Well, by the way, so Bijan, I'll peel back the curtain a little bit. I don't know if Bijan wants me to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
He sits down and he goes, I got to go to the bathroom. But that was 2 minutes until we were coming on back from break.
That's right.
And you still got here before the start of the interview.
That's right.
The restroom is about what? 60, 65 feet?
Yeah, 65
I would
feet.
say. Now, we know you're damn quick, but like, what, did you just cut everyone off in the bathroom line?
No, I mean, there was an empty stall, and I was like, I gotta get it real quick. But I used it real quick, and I was like, I gotta get back. So
Did you wash your hands?
I washed my hands.
Wow.
Don't worry. We got it all in.
Man, that's elite speed.
Yes, sir.
Not that you really need any help at the combine or anything, but you should have just had people just see how far you run to the bathroom and back in that efficient time.
That's right.
So my friends, they clown me in my fantasy football league because
Yeah.
I picked you with like the 5th or 6th overall pick. I was expecting this to be like one of the greatest rookie seasons ever by a running back that we were going to see, and the Falcons would just hand you the football, hand you the football, hand you the football.
That's it.
My boss even over there, David Mayernick, he looked at me and he goes, well, wait until I give you the comment. When I said on the air, I said, I'm going Bijan Robinson over Tyreek Hill. He goes, you did what? You took Bijan over Tyreek? I said, yeah, it didn't work out for me in fantasy this year.
Okay. It's okay.
But I'm going to believe in next year for you.
That's it. That's all you can do.
Here's what annoyed me. I'm a logic guy.
Yeah.
You, Algier, should have got the football more. Nothing against Desmond Ridder.
No doubt.
But Desmond Ridder at his best is probably a game manager. I think that you had Arthur Smith try to make him a franchise quarterback this year, and they forgot what really was going to make you guys a good football team.
Winning team. Yeah, man. I mean, for us, like it was definitely a learning experience because with Coach Smith, like, yeah, he had a plan to run the football and do a lot of different things, but at the same time, he had to get Desmond comfortable and had to get him going throughout the season. And for us, like, yeah, obviously we want the ball every single time, but we understood that there was a plan behind it, and as a rookie, they had a plan to kind of not just throw me out there in 30 carry games all the time. Obviously that would be awesome, but for me it was more of like a development process that they were trying to do for me and teach me as much as they can.
But hold on, that doesn't make any sense. You're an NFL-ready player. All we hear about running backs is the career is so short, the lifespan is so short of a running back. Why would they make you wait?
Yeah, I mean that was the plan, man. And for me, like as a player, like obviously when you're ready to go, you're ready to go. But I mean, I know there was a lot of mouths to feed, and we had 3 running backs, and it's that's what we had to look for and try to get all of us like. The right amount of touches and carries, but that was Coach Smith's plan, man, and obviously I love him as a person. Like we done some great things in the offseason of communicating and him trying to get me ready, but I know sometimes we want to win these games, man, and we can't really think about the other things besides that.
Bijan Robinson joining us. I know the contact this time of the year is so bizarre. So you have a new coach. Everyone expects you to be a Raheem Morris expert. I know he's been with the organization before, but you just wrapped up your rookie year, and he wasn't there.
That's right.
So what was the initial impression? Because it felt like it was going to be Belichick, right? That's what everyone was saying.
That's what everybody was saying.
And then it ends up being Raheem Morris.
Yeah, man. I mean, Raheem is right when he got the job. Like 15 minutes later, he called me. He FaceTimed me.
Oh, really?
And I mean, when he answered, he was like, "Hey, B, like, let's get this thing rolling." And right when he said that, like, something in me, like my heart was just like, "Oh, this is the guy. Like, this is the guy that's gonna, get this team together." And he already has a great amount of talent on the team, and I feel like we needed him to construct this whole, football team and to bring that energy and to bring that liveliness that I feel like we kind of been missing. This past year, but with him, you can tell like off the bat, he's ready to have fun, to do it the right way, to bring in that young vibe of culture. And nothing against Bill Belichick, like I feel like he's the greatest coach of all time, but I feel like that's not what we needed for this team right now, just because of the young talent on the team that we're trying to do some great things with Raheem and what he's going to bring for this team.
When you say that, you're saying you just thought the group needed a younger coach?
Yeah, just a younger, more lively, like type of guy that we can, obviously, we'll want to play for Bill, and I respect his style of how he coaches, but I feel like just in today's game, what Raheem brings is kind of what the vibe. It's kind of what the vibe is that we want in the building.
Wrap it up with Bijan Robinson. We'll talk about C4 in just a bit. No disrespect to Desmond Ridder. No disrespect to Taylor Heineke. I call him Taylor Ham Heineke. Like I love Taylor Heineke. You guys need a starting quarterback though.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins going to be available. I know he's coming off the injury.
No doubt.
I think that's a good fit for your organization with the pieces you have on offense. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, whether it's him, man, or I heard been hearing Russell Wilson. Like, I feel that those guys are obviously very experienced, and they know how to manage the game. They know how to play some ball, like have fun doing it too. And I think that with this new offense with Zach Robinson, he's been having Matthew Stafford for the times that he's been there, and he's obviously done an amazing job. So I think if we get like a Kirk Cousins or somebody at quarterback, then he's going to make them feel extremely comfortable from day one. And then the quarterback has guys around him that will have his back and that will fight and play their hearts out and have a lot of talent around them. So I think it's going to be a good fit with whoever we have. But I'm excited to see it in these next couple weeks or a month or so.
Let's just say I'm Terry Fontenot and I call you up and I go, Bijan, you want Kirk or you want Russ? What do you say?
That's not my place. I'm gonna say whoever best fit for this offense. But I know Terry's gonna make the right decision though.
I saw Kyle Pitts the other day.
Yeah. Has
he just not been used properly? Because I look at him and I'm like, I remember what he did at Florida. This dude should be a dog on the field.
Yeah, I mean, I think even with Kyle, like, obviously he had to overcome some injuries, man, and even this past season he was just getting over an injury. But I know when you have a guy like that, and that should be an absolute freaking nature at the tight end position. I think that was another thing that was important because he hasn't been having the seasons that I know that he wants. But I know that this year, with what we have now, I think he could be an amazing talent and he can take over the league at the tight end position.
And something I thought was underrated about your team, and full disclosure, Bijan Robinson's here with us. I picked you guys to win the NFC South before the season started. Yeah. The defense, though, and I know Ryan is going to Jacksonville.
I know.
That defense performed better than whatever I could have imagined the jump they made.
Yeah, man.
And that young secondary, and Bates was a big signing, too. Yeah, He's a phenomenal football player. You guys, you're a quarterback away. I really feel that you are a quarterback away from being a very good football team in this league, especially in the NFC.
Yeah, man, because even like, the games that we lost, we only lost. The games that we lost by either 3 points or less. And it was all in the last second of the game. And, I mean, it was frustrating, obviously, because I know that, we could have had the 12 to 14, the 13-win season off of just little mistakes through the game. Obviously, the defense performed exceptional, and I respect those guys so much because they kept us in every single game when we were, not doing what we were supposed to do on the offensive side. But I think that, when we have that complete offense, like you just said, and then with the defense that we have, I mean, the sky's the limit. Like, it could be the best Atlanta's ever seen. So that's definitely a prayer of mine that we're about to get it going. But we all feel it in the building and in the city too.
I need you to enlighten me on your alma mater, or where you played your college ball. Hold on. We'll get there in a second because you Texas fans are a little sensitive. I know you played for them. I'm not a Texas hater whatsoever.
It's all good.
But Rodney Terry, the basketball coach, he got so sensitive over the horns down.
That's right.
So yesterday I see Brian Jones walking around here, and Brian used to work here at CBS Sports Radio, and I knew this would annoy him. He just jumped on set. I go, horns down. Yeah. And he punched me right in the chest.
Yeah.
Well, why are you guys so sensitive with the horns down thing?
We just have pride in our school, man. And I mean, horns down, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look.
Do you actually, when someone goes like this, your eyes just lit up. You actually get disrespected by it.
It's like, why did you have to do that? Like, you could have done anything else but that,
So you rather have someone give you the middle finger than horns down?
I would love that, or like a thumbs down or something like that. Like, okay, horns, but it's just like the horns down. It's just like, it's obviously the sign of disrespect for Texas.
Yeah.
And I mean, we got to look at it all the time. Like, everybody, if you're not a Longhorn fan, like, you're gonna just go horns down to my face, and I'm like, all right, well, a high would have been all right too.
Yeah. How you doing? Nice to see you.
How you doing? Like, how's your day going? No, horns down. And it's just like, all right, well, I guess that's what we're trying to do now. But yeah, it's definitely a big sign of disrespect. But I mean, if it affects you too much, then you'll take it into another category. So,
how many running backs do you think right now are in the league that you think are better running backs than you? Just wondering.
Humbly, I don't think any of them are better than me.
Even McCaffrey?
I love Christian. As a matter of fact, I'll say Christian. Yeah. Because, for me, I think, the talent level is obviously awesome throughout the running back position. And, Christian, right now he's in a situation where, I mean, they do everything with him the right way. And I respect it so much because he's honestly my favorite running back to watch, especially this year. And even talking to him, like, that's my dog right there. And he's helped me out so much with my body work and with everything else. But,
But that's what you could be for the like when he is to the 49ers, absolutely. You could be that for the Falcons where, no disrespect to Brock Purdy, but when I think of the MVP of the 49ers, I think of McCaffrey. When I think of who needs to be the MVP for the Atlanta Falcons, it's you. And
I appreciate that. And just how he's using that offense and for that team, I believe I can, obviously try to do the same thing for the Falcons. But I'm always going to say I don't think nobody's more talented because I'm obviously trying to lead the pack.
You should have that confidence.
Guys. Yeah, absolutely. But I think there's a lot of just amazing running backs in this league, and Christian's definitely the one that I would say is definitely leading the charge right now in front of all of us.
Tell me what you got cooking today with C4.
Yes, sir. So first of all, this is my favorite drink. I don't know if you can see. This is the one right here. It's the Performance Energy, and I think with C4, man, I think it's definitely a very good energy drink, not just for athletes, obviously, but just for everybody, every working day people like that need to pick me up and that need something to boost them out. And I feel that it's not smart to drink energy drinks before working out at a gym or anything, but I think with C4 it's actually pretty good for you to get your blood vessels going, get your muscles going, get your heart pumping for whatever exercise you need. So C4 is definitely the brand to go to, especially now in today's age. And I mean, it tastes good. Like, energy drinks to me sometimes taste a little funny, but C4 always consistently tastes good. And there's so many different flavors to endeavor and try to see if you like it or not.